The word perfection can get thrown out a lot, but for Amit Elor of Team USA, I think it's a perfect way to describe the start of her career. I mean, she's just 20 years old. She's on the Olympic team for the first time at 68 kilograms, and she'll be representing Team USA at the Paris Olympic Games. And the lead up to this has been, anticipated for a couple of years now. And really, it's sort of an interesting story that this was her first opportunity to make the Olympic team, because if you go back to 2021, Amit was actually too young by exactly 1 day to attempt to compete for the Team USA spot in the 2020 Olympic Games. She was born January 1st, 2004, and despite being just 20 years old, she is already an 8-time world champion. And amongst Team USA coaches and fans and people who have been around, this has been a long time coming, and she was someone who, even though at her young age, many people thought she would be contending for world and Olympic titles as soon as she hit the scene, and that's exactly what's happened. She's already a 2-time senior world champion. She's on the Olympic team here, but she has 6 age-level world championships to go along with her too. She's got 2 senior, 1 cadet, 3 junior, and 2 U23 world titles. Just an unbelievable job. And the last time Amit Elor lost was in 2019. She was 15 years old. That's the last time. That was at the Cadet World Championships. She has not tasted defeat since that time. And since then, she's been hunting those losses, right? She's been entering the toughest tournaments you can enter, running the domestic gauntlet year after year after year at the cadet, junior, U23, and senior level is really, really hard to do. So just getting out and getting on that team is a real statement to the entire wrestling world, because this is a hard team to make for Team USA. You look at some of the weight classes like that Sarah Hildebrand and Helen Maroulis, Kayla Miracle have hold down year after year after year. Well, think about that. That shows how competitive, how hard it is to break into those spots. And then you've got Amit Elor, who's to this point been unbeatable. She has not lost. She is an undefeated wrestler in her senior level career. So there's a lot of, there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of anticipation for this matchup. And can she win the Olympics at just 20 years old? And a lot of people think she can. I personally do think she's going to be able to do so. But 68 kilograms is a really tough weight class. And this is a new weight class by and large for Amit Elor. She has won her 2 senior world titles up at 72 kilograms, but that is not an Olympic weight class. So Amit had to make the decision, do I go up to 76 or down to 68? She made the decision. She made the descent down to 68, and she was able to not only make the team, but the weights qualified, and now Amit Elor is in that position, but she has not had a lot of competition at this weight. And similarly, Ozaki of Japan has been making her way up to this weight class. So these two are kind of meeting in the middle. Ozaki is a world champion at 62 and 65 kilograms previously, now made her way up to 68 kilograms, but she is going to have her hands full dealing with the strength, the physicality, and the defense of Amit Elor. No one's been able to solve this puzzle. A few occasions, some wrestlers have kept it a little bit closer. You ugly the matchup, you hand fight hard, you don't take a lot of shots, because that plays right into where Amit Elor is so dangerous. But that's been the game plan that people have tried to employ, and the Japanese wrestlers are just masters of tactics. They're so good. They are the class of women's freestyle, and very likely Ozaki will be the top contender to knock off Amit Elor. But there's also Tosun of Turkey, who is the reigning world champion at this weight. She was taken down, put on her back, and then she was able to reverse the position to get the fall. And making matters a little bit more interesting at this weight class, both Elor and Ozaki are unseeded at the Olympic Games. So even though they're both world champions, multiple world champions, the seeding criteria did them no favors. They're unseeded. And really, who it didn't do favors to are the other seeded wrestlers who are going to likely draw the top 2 favorites in the first round. And so what we know with that is we don't know what side they're going to be on. We don't know if Ozaki and Amit will be on the same side, different side, what's going to happen there. But we know they won't hit in round 1. Amit Elor is one of the most anticipated Olympic debuts we've had in a while. She has done what no one's been able to do to start their senior level career in women's freestyle. And the Walnut Creek, California natives got a whole country behind her. Everyone's really excited for this debut. Do you think Amit Elor can get it done? I personally think she's going to come home with gold and continue her dominant run in women's freestyle.